Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Today marks a very special occasion because this one is episode 700. Can you believe it? 700 episodes. Garlic is very excited as well. I always like to mark those kind of occasions because they feel like big milestones every 100 episodes. 100 hours in LOTRO. So yeah, that feels like a lot. And the first episode 100 was in the waterworks in Moria. Episode 200 was with the Great Eagles in the Great River. Episode 300 was at the Stone of Eric in Gondor. Episode 400 was in Mordor. Episode 500 was in Minas Morgul. Episode 600 was when we were just starting the Song of Whips and Wind in Pelargir. So yeah, we've come a long way. And every 100 episodes, we traverse such a long path. It's kind of crazy to think how many things happen in 100 episodes. Anyway, we are here back in Urmâkh because we are looking for our companions since Kûr Anzar is occupied by the enemy. It's really unlikely they came that way. So we need to find an indication of them here. If they maybe came here, stayed here, if somebody saw them. Oh yeah, there they are. Khûd and Sirgon and Rahasi eagerly wait to hear the tale of your adventures. Silirtas, why did she change her outfit? I pretty much preferred her Kintai outfit. We don't have a Rothok, Belondor, or Koltek are nowhere to be seen. We can still explain why didn't we find the guys earlier here when we were at Urmâkh before. Maybe they were just finishing exploring around the outskirts of Kûr Anzar. And as we were to the Kintai, to their grove, to the south, they then came to Urmâkh. It's the only way I can make sense of any of this. Anyway. You wouldn't believe what happened to us, Cúridwan. Your companions consider the tale you have woven. When my sister told me she wanted to meet with the elves of the Oasis, I did not think she would bring one back with her. It is a pleasure to meet you, Silirtas, and I am eager to learn more about you and your people. If there is anything you would hear from me concerning the land of Lothlorien or the other places I have seen on my travels, you have only to ask. Cúridwan turns to you, his welcoming expression replaced with one of great concern. I am worried about this substance sought by Azagath and Akasi. If it is truly as destructive as it sounds, we must prevent them from finding it at any cost. The others of our group went in search of their trail while we spoke with the people here in Urmâkh. The occupation of Kûr Anzar has made locating our prey more difficult than it might have otherwise been.
I am pleased you and Sigurd have returned to us. We have had little in the way of success since you left us.
Can you imagine? Sirgon's demeanor is downcast and you ask him what troubles him. He sighs and kicks a stone in the grass. I have been engaged in an argument with a warrior woman, Rahasi, and it has enshrouded me in a storm cloud of ill feelings. She speaks of beloved kings of Gondor as if they were tyrants, and says King Elessar will be no different than they. The title Hiarmendakil is a noble one in Gondor, and memory of the kings who wear it brings to mind many triumphs throughout history, but Rahasi treats these victors as if they were monstrous regents and bloodthirsty warmongers. How are the rulers of her land remembered in Gondor, I ask you? How might she defend such as they? King Elessar is a man of noble heart and bearing. How can I convince Rahasi of what I know to be the truth?
This man of Gondor thinks to lecture the daughter of Gehazi about the history of her own people?
Do you know the meaning of the title Hiarmendakil worn by his beloved kings, Beriathan? He told me the meaning of it is South Victor. The Shagâna have given titles of our own to one of those kings. The ruler known in Gondor as Hiarmendakil I is known in Avadhril as Lugula, the despot of the north. The second Gondorian king to claim the title of Hiarmendakil has a different title among the people whose ancestors he slaughtered. He is called Ukdumu, the Butcher. Speak to the folk who dwell in this village, and you will see that your Gondorian friend knows not of what he speaks. Well, I'm Gondorian as well, so I would be very careful of what you say. I mean, I'm willing to hear these people, but... lower it down a notch or two.
You speak to my friends about kings of Gondor? You are bold to speak so, stranger.
Hiarmendakil means South Victor, and all who claim this title were evil reputations in Shagâna. Others have sought to achieve that title through conquest and bloodshed, and failed. A king named Minardil sought to become Hiarmendakil III, but he was slain by the heirs of Castamir before he could adopt it properly. The heirs sworn of today are no friends of mine, but to seize the glory-seeking of a third Hiarmendakil seems to me fine work indeed. That title remains unclaimed to this day, but who can say whether the new king of Gondor will think to increase his own glory and the size of his kingdom by adopting the title of Hiarmendakil III, though it lieth long dormant. The histories of this land teach us unpleasant lessons, stranger. Perhaps you should heed them.
Stories of the Gondorian kings who named themselves Hiarmendakil are well known to my people.
For they are brutal tales of conquest and despair. They are also lessons to us. The first of these, Kiryahir Hiarmendakil, he we named Lugula, conquered the coast and held them with a sword that he might affirm his kingdom's control of the seas. The lands in the interior were made border marches of Gondor. He installed puppet kings in these cities of Shagâna and took their children to live in Gondor as hostages. Thus was their good behavior ensured, but he returned every 7 years to reaffirm the loyalties of the kings. When he finally died, the Avadhril is celebrated so enthusiastically that a unit of Gondorian soldiers was sent to restore order, and dozens perished. 100 years after his death, another sought to attain glory in our lands, but through great force of will and show of arms. The Shagâni dealt him defeat after defeat. He retreated, and from the safety of his northern home he felt he could not claim the title of Hiarmendakil. That spurred him not from becoming known in Shagâna as Lugulamin, the second despot.
Shagâna has always suffered at the hands of Gondor.
When the Black Númenórean Castamiri departed from that kingdom and established the Union of the Corthan League, it was to Shagâna that the Gondorian king Minjarion pursued them, bringing war and death. He stopped not there, but continued deeper into lands that held no enemies for him. He burned the great city of Sharavan in a tremendous conflagration, and its charred bones still smolder today. This was the man who took the title of Hiarmendakil II. We named him Ukdumu, the Butcher. They say he had a change of heart in his elder years and repented of the evil he wrought. I believe it not. I think maybe all of this would be found in the appendices, but it's been a couple of years since I read the appendices, so I don't remember too much about this period of Gondorian history, to be honest.
They're wrong. King Elessar is a good man, and he will live up to his promise, both Gondor and for Shagâna.
The kings of old that took the title of Hiarmendakil were neither as wise nor as just as King Elessar. He will not become as they were.
I want to prove that Gondor is not an enemy to the people here.
And that King Elessar is different than the rulers of the past whose names the Shagâni curse. One of the residents here, Sharuk, spoke of a need for various animal parts that might be put to a number of different uses. Legs from toads, bristles from something called a zizanu, and the stingers from deadly scorpions. No enemy of these folk would gather such items as this for them, would they? I would really appreciate your gathering these items for Sharuk, Beriathan, and so would be the king. Okay, some housing items. So the scorpions, yeah, to the north, I would expect that. Well, it seems all of them. I don't... Where did I see the toads? I remember seeing the toads, but I don't remember if they were... I thought they were closer to the south because, well, we also need to... in fact, I think I'm gonna do that. We need to go back to the cave. Well, we have some quests to turn in with the elves. In Vartúlin, the grove. But we can also... God, this was not the door. What am I doing? We can also go back to... God, forgot the name. We gotta bring the ingredients for the salve to hopefully stop the blight from taking these lands. Oh wait, but yeah. We don't need to go back to the... God, such a mess right now. We don't need to go back to Cúridwan just now because still need to do a couple more things before she can complete her preparations. So hopefully at some point we will be sent to fight those Ordakai at Ghât Lor as part of the epic, maybe. I know we have a couple quests in there for the elves as well. So we'll see. I also took the time, much needed time, to clear up some backspace, turn in the tokens of heroism, so I am at 0 once again. Well, we got the first one already, that's good. Come on. Oh, I didn't see. These bushes are really pain. Here we go again. Would you please stop it? Okay, that's it for the toad legs. So we need the scorpions and the Zizanu, the knickerbreakers. 4 of each. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. Maybe even I can do it with these guys in here, so that I don't need to enter these ruins and fight a lot of scorpions. There we go. Cool. And the Knickers are a little bit further to the north, which is very convenient, because I was just checking the deedlog. There is a location we haven't discovered, which is known as the Watcher of Urmâkh. Just by looking at the map, it seems it is to the north. Maybe some sort of statue, some sort of outpost. So now that we're heading that way, we can also take the time to look for that watcher. Lake Tizanu. Looks terrible. Really disgusting, if you don't mind my saying, but this place is filled with toads and I can't see anything because these reeds are so huge. Of course. Just gotta keep our eyes open for that watcher. Maybe the Zizanu over here have some sort of nest, something like that, that could also be related to a deed. Not so sure about that, but oh, come on. Jackals and toads. I mean, I don't need any more toads. But it seems this is all the map is pointing to, toads. I don't know. I don't know. Let me look for the watcher then. And hopefully there will be some Zizanu along the way. I should have fought those two guys we found earlier, but god, they look so disgusting. I really don't have any other word for it. Now, I don't see anything in here that looks remotely like any kind of watcher. What do you mean missing required key? I think you can craft some of those keys, but I don't know. I don't think I have checked that well. Oh yeah, this is Vartúlin. I do remember coming this way. That is the fishing spot for the third fish way back in Iridir. Ah! Is that the watcher? Wow! No way! How do I get up there? Wow! That is stunning. You know I need to get a picture on top of that lion's head. I have no idea how to get there. I probably should be looking for the Zizanu, but boy. Yeah, a statue. That's what I thought, what I sort of expected, but boy. Do I get up there? I really want to get up there. I'm gonna find a way up. Like Tizanu, well, at least here is one of them. Yeah, the portrait looks awful. But the actual model is just a red knicker. So yeah, afflicted by the plague. But not as awful as the portrait makes it look. Cool. Please let me alone. Thank you. It seems I have finally found a way up. Now, if we could see the fishing spot across the Ikorban back in Avadhril, I wonder if you can also see that lion head from the other side of the river. That would be amazing. Now, please tell me there is a treasure cache right next to that watcher, because how can you have a giant lion's head in the mountain without any sort of treasure there? Like, that does not compute. Like Tizanu? Okay. Sure. We're getting there. So too slow. Okay, so that is Zizanu number 2. Doesn't look like we can climb to the top of that lion's head. That would be a shame. Please tell me I can, somehow. You have discovered the Watcher of Urmâkh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and this is even something that you can interact with. Like, will there be a quest? Doesn't seem like it, but... who knows? Hopefully. But yeah. I don't know, it seems that is all we can do. It's a shame. I was really not expecting something this huge and this majestic on this side of the Ikorban. And so far away from all other villages and settlements in this place. Was a pleasant surprise for sure. Amazing. Oh, what now? More flies. If I had fought those 2 Zizanus that we saw earlier, could have already been back in Urmâkh. What a shame. Now, since I have cleared some backspace, I can gather some of those trophies again. That is number 3. Who knows, maybe there is a Zizanu nest at that location marked on the map and I just was too blind to see it, but... I mean, we are just in need of one more Zizanu. How many tokens have we gotten so far? 5 already? In what, half an hour? That's not half bad. That is like what, 1 token every 5 minutes? Really doesn't sound like half bad. Especially considering how much we struggled last episode to get the last token to complete the 60. Anyway. Yeah, we're done, girlie. We are going back to Urmâkh now. Okay.
This work of yours is a help to me,
But if your Gondorian friend believes we will forget centuries of ill use by his kingdom and his rulers, his head is full of rocks. Still, I appreciate it. These items contain traces of the disease that plagues these creatures on our land, but with careful handling, they can still be of use to me. Yeah, I'm also taking care of that, hopefully.
Sirgon is eager to prove the worth of his king and his kingdom? Then let his friends prove his trust is not misplaced.
There are cultists of Vartúlin throughout Imhûlar and in the city of Kûr Anzar, Beriathan. Deal them a grave injury and perhaps the folk of this village will understand Sirgon's trust in his liege lord. You should then relay the good you have done to the woman Urmâkh. I spoke with her earlier and she bemoaned the evils done by the cultists in Kûr Anzar. You will not remove centuries of distrust from the hearts of those folk with one deed on their behalf, Beriathan. At least you will make more safe the road we must take if nothing else. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to Vartúlin. Because there, are a couple things we still need to do. We gotta plant some Sorolashi fruits. After that, who can say? we're getting there. Maybe across the bridge? At least a few of them. Ah, we gotta go down. Okay. You don't mind me swimming through these waters, but there we go.
What do you mean?
It warms my heart to see the Sarlashi shoots flourishing as they are. Thank you for respecting and following our traditions. One day I too will undergo Vartúlin. I hope someone with your care and fastidiousness tends to my Veróth. Alrighty. Now we can technically go back to Usakâr and turn in this bounty, even though Usakâr, if we go by the current state of the quest we are in, Usakâr is with Cúridwan right now, but let us just turn in this quest, some extra XP, some extra rewards. They don't hurt anyone, right? And then, I don't know, will I go to Ghât Lor? Will I go to check the wells of forgetting? Because those two things sound super interesting. Well, the wells sound intriguing. Ghât Lor we need to complete to advance the quest with Cúridwan, and that also is promising, so...
You killed Shagâna? That? Oh yes, I'd quite forgotten about that sign. A bit harsh, don't you think?
I only meant to give her some harsh words when I saw her next. Lost in translation, I suppose. No sign of the hat was there? No? Ah, what a pity. Still, you managed to teach her the consequences of thievery, if a bit more permanently than I intended. For that, I have a reward for you. What is it that the blasted men use for coin? Ah, here's some. Thank you, I suppose.
Ah, there it is. Wherever did you find it? Ah, that's right, the marsh. I can tell from the smell. I think this just became my second favorite walking stick.
Bit ripe, isn't it? Still, thank you for finding it. Yeah, there's something else going on with this guy. I still don't know what exactly. Hopefully, when we reach the end of the questline, we'll get more information about who he is or what he is exactly. just occurred to me, well, I had been thinking about that earlier, but I just remembered about it. Since now we are caught up with the game and playing every new update or expansion as it releases, that obviously means that the frequency of release for these episodes also decreases. So that makes these sort of 100 episode milestones even more significant because they become more scarce. I was just thinking about, well, episode 600 was the start of the Song of Waves and Wind back in Pelargir. That maybe doesn't sound like much, but that was almost a year and a half ago. When I was not caught up with the game, it would take me like, what, maybe 1 or 2 months to do 100 episodes. 2.5 at most. So yeah, all the more the reason to celebrate this sort of milestones. Okay, here we are at Ghât Lor. I intended to go to the wells, but sometimes you plan for one thing and turn out doing something entirely different. Oh, can't see. Okay. So bounding stones, barricades. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me, please. Oops. That doesn't sound good. Cool. Mordecai Dolo. Doesn't seem to be anything here. And that Dolo in particular we don't need for any quest. So maybe we can ignore him for now. Of course this champion is gonna There we go. Bounding stone. Okay. Another fountain stone here, a couple more barricades. Most likely another treasure cache somewhere hidden in this camp. So we gotta keep an eye open for that as well. Lots of tokens too. 10 already. I mean, that's really nice. Okay, no treasure cache here. Ah, come on. I was trying to avoid that sorcerer. On top of that, I also grabbed the lookout. I mean, couldn't be any worse. Yeah, the lag could make this worse. Ha! All 4 of them at once. Oh, that doesn't happen that often anymore, ever since we got the landscape difficulty, and it's so satisfying whenever it happens. Where is the founding stone? Or there? Maybe we can get it without attracting too much attention. Oh, for God's sake. No treasure cache. Disappointing. Okay. And yeah, that seems to be the end of this camp. At first, it seems like it's really close to the Well of Forgetting, and then it isn't. A pity. I might regret this, but let's try to just outrun these guys. I've been changing plans constantly all throughout this episode. I was thinking maybe now that we're done with it, we can go back to... We can go and check the Well of Forgetting, Usakâr, but we can continue the questline with Cúridwan. And I really want to see what happens with that. So let's do just that. We can go back to Vartúlin to save up some time, shortcut, and also get closer to where we need to go, turn in these quests.
Leave that man.
I am relieved. I can breathe easier now. We have some time to finish our defensive preparations here. Thank you for your actions defending us. Please, relax here in Vartúlin. You have proven yourself to me and the other Khûd.
How can I help?
The wood has broken, and so hopefully has the spirit of the southern men. It is a severe lesson, but one the Ordachai must learn sooner or later. My thanks for your efforts, Beriathan. You are like the wind, guiding the natural way of things. Okay, and now we go with Cúridwan. And we'll see what else she has in store for us. I mean, I think that's it. Yeah. Dulcidur. And Kúr Anzar. And well, Usakâr. Alrighty. So what now? Perfect timing. The salve just finished, and so did the blackened chicken pie in the oven. Usakâr briefly looks panicked. Cúridwan leans in conspiratorially. He complains, but he loves my blackened chicken pie. She leans out again and returns to her normal volume. I will get the salve for you. It's a shame you both can't stay for dinner.
Ah, yes. Here is the salve.
I made sure you got enough for all of Vartúlin. This river you see behind me empties directly into Vartúlin. Take this first vial and dump all its contents in the river behind me. I have a second vial for you as well to take back to Thórvilon, so he may start the rebuilding process in the forests of Avadhril outside of Vartúlin. What about the men of Urmâkh? Does that not count? The water shimmers briefly before the current whisks the salve away to Vartúlin.
You have done much this day for the Avadhril. You are quite the potent ally for them.
I hope you know I appreciate your efforts as well. Here is the other vial of the salve. Use it to purify areas untouched by the waters near Vartúlin, or give it to the Avadhril for the same purpose. Our paths will cross again, my friend. I have seen it. Until then, may your travels be safe and your belly be full. We can scarcely ask for more.
This is wonderful news. Come, we must return to Vartúlin immediately.
I will return to you to Thórvilon. He will be overjoyed. I know he has wished for this day to come for many years. It has been a long losing fight against the Lagdavrid for Thórvilon and the Avadhril until now.
Come, we must return quickly to Vartúlin to let Thórvilon know.
Oh, we finally got the chest piece? Okay. I mean, they all look kinda samey. That's not a bad thing. It's a cool design. And it fits the overall feeling of the area. I mean, you cannot expect even the heavy armor to be something too oppressive, given the heat of the desert and everything. So yeah, I like it. I like it. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick, but we'll see.
Quickly, we must make haste.
To let Thórvilon know the good news.
Now we return to Vartúlin, buoyed by our triumph. But something seems amiss. The winds taste bitter. Thórvilon is gathered with others near Milingor's Veróth. What has happened?
Oh boy. I don't like it. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. She is gone. Milingor. She is gone. For Thórvilon, do I need to like emote something?
What sorcery is this?
We were able to find Cúridwan. She made this for Vartúlin. For the Avadhril, made from ingredients our friend here gathered. This can heal your grove. But it cannot heal Milingor. She is already gone. I know this to be a bitter brew, my friend. But you are an elder of Vartúlin. You cannot bring her back. I cannot bring her back. But you can save Vartúlin. Your people still need you, Thórvilon.
My grief bends me as I have never been before. I could break Usakâr. I could join her. It would be so easy. That is not your fate. That is not what Milingor would want for you.
You must use this boon to heal Vartúlin and restore what's left of the Kintai. I know your grief. I have felt it before as well. Grief is not a fair weather friend, Thórvilon. It will always be there, waiting for you. But you must be strong for your people in this moment. Yes, yes. I have this boon. Would that it have come just a few days earlier. But my regrets will have to wait, as you say. Thank you, Usakâr. And thank you, friend. We have much work to do. But it appears our grove can be saved now, thanks to you.
Will you help an old Kinta spread Cúridwan's salve? I confess, I cannot see clearly through stinging eyes.
Right? Give me just a moment, because now that we have proven that the salve works, this seems like the perfect moment for a picture to celebrate. But maybe the Kintai will be able to rebuild their grove. Hopefully. Maybe.
I see now the strength Thórvilon possesses. He has set aside his grief to be present for his people.
I don't believe in miracles or sorcerers, friend. There are far too few of both left in this world. But I believe in him. I believe in Thórvilon. I will give what strength I have to him, that Vartúlin might flourish again. Okay, I still need to... It seems this is not the end of the... Yeah, the instance is already ended, but now we need to... use the salve. Area to heal. Let's see if we can do this quick. Yeah. I would guess we need to go back up. Maybe not. Where else do I need to go? Yeah, there we go. Oh, how didn't I see this one? I don't know. Oh yeah, I see.
thank you for everything you've done. You are welcome to come to Vartúlin and sit in our shade any season, my friend.
Thank you for everything you've done. We still have so much to do, but now we have hope because of you. You are welcome to come to Vartúlin and sit in our shade any season, my friend. Though there is still much to do, I am buoyed but that the winds are turning and the emerald leaves will be returning to Avadhril. I wish so much that Milingor was here to see this. I wish so much, but thank you truly for all you've done for us. Avadhril would have your help if you wish to further aid us. I don't know, maybe? I mean, I don't see myself, as much as I like these designs, but I don't see myself using them much. Maybe the light armor, but I still don't see how I make a full outfit out of it, so just gonna go with the medium armor and see if that upgrades what I already have. Oh! Quests, and we are capped in Shagâna again. Wow. What is this?
May nature's blessings find you.
Wow. I thought we were done with the elves, it seems not. It grieves me greatly, but I have a task for you, outsider, if you're willing. There are many of our kind that cannot find peace even in death. It is this forest, Vartúlin, cursed as it has become. Whatever the Lagdavrits called the Avadhril, Khûrthadi were born out of the imbalance in nature. Khûrthadi are adurhid spirits of hatred and anger, who roam this land never finding peace. It is the solemn duty of the adurhid warriors to bring peace by force to those among my kin who become Khûrthadi. You have helped Thórvilon greatly, and so you seem to be someone we adurhid can trust. I will be honest, I have so few warriors left, I cannot spare any currently to deal with the Khûrthadi. The southern men make war on us, ever has it been, and ever it will be. We cannot find peace, yet our duty to the Khûrthadi remains. Will you go in my stead? This is a sacred duty I give to you. We are responsible for tending all of our dead, peaceful and otherwise. This extends even to the odious few who become Khûrthadi. Go to Vartúlin, there the pale blight has corrupted the Veróth of the grove, and many spirits of the grove have spilled out angry and hateful, becoming Khûrthadi. Give them the final peace they deserve.
May nature's blessings find you.
There is much work to be done planting and growing now that the pale blight can be properly combated. We could use your help, Beriathan. If you wish to learn how we plant and tend to the forest, I and the other grove tenders will show you. You will work with Ulthral, one of our grove tenders on the high path above. First, however, we need to collect cinder from nearby cinder piles. It makes the soil fertile and it is beneficial for new plants. There should be some right outside Vartúlin.
How can I help?
This is quite a blessing Cúridwan has bestowed upon us. We must not waste any of it. You were the one who sought her out and helped heal Vartúlin. It should then be your honor to heal Greater Vartúlin. There are many soil plots and 3 corpses throughout Vartúlin. Spread a small but judicious amount of the salve on each. We will use Vartúlin as a staging point to heal Greater Adagim. It is my intention to see Lythor, the Emerald Wood, reborn before I leave this place and undergo the wearing. Okay. We are not done with the elves. I thought we were, but we aren't. But we don't have enough time today to do any of that. So that means we have reached the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.